His mission is to become the next Wizard King.
Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kaijo, and today we're on Global Black Clover Mobile. That's right. If you guys want to add me as a friend, you guys just search up my name, Kaijo. Alright, you guys can go ahead, send me your friend request. I'm level 17. If you see Magna as my character, you already know that is me. Also, the event, if you guys want to add me or add my numbers on the event thing so you guys can help me out, you guys can go ahead and do so. Also, in the comments, you guys can comment what your codes are and I can help you guys as well, and you guys can help each other. So if you guys want to help me out, mine is BCMUS4UQGS6AB. I'll link it in the description. You guys can copy it like that. And if you want, comment below what yours is and I'll bind mine to yours so I can help you guys as well. Okay. All right. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what the next banner is going to be and why I might be summoning on that banner. Now, one of the biggest competitive shift in PvP and PvE is going to be Licht and Raya. So as you guys already know, we already have the banners currently, which is the normal global launch banner, which is with every character. Then we also have the season 1 banner, and then we also have the Yami banner, which they're all going to be leaving in some days. And what's the next banner that's gonna come? It's gonna be Licht and Raya. That's right, Licht and Raya, they're gonna be the next units to drop into the game. The only thing that I can really tell you about those characters is that they are going to make a huge shift in the game, especially because they run a good offense against the blue team. All right, the blue units, they get very much destroyed by Licht and Raya's ultimate combination move. So these two are going to be a huge deal when this banner comes out. But there's also going to be a second banner that's going to be coming later on, which is going to be season 2 banner with season 2 Noelle. And well, the season 2 units, they're actually really freaking good. All right, so there's a slight chance that some people are going to be like they're going to save, but there are going to be units coming, which is, you know, Eye of the Midnight Sun, which is going to be both Licht and Raya. And then there's also going to be Fauna and Beto. So they are also going to be coming as the next banner. But if I were to tell you which one to summon on, all right, this combination with Licht and Raya, it's disgusting. All right, not only can you finally grind up a positive team for the blue gear stages or anything that you fight that's blue, that's going to be a blue stage. Being that they're the green units, that's going to be a really huge deal. So you can use Licht, Raya, Mimosa, and then you can also use like Fuegoleon, or you can use Raditz. All right, so that's going to be like a really strong green team to fight against the blue units stages. All right, and that's going to be PvP meta for a little bit until season 2 drops, which is going to be Noelle, and Noelle is going to just change the whole shift in PvP, PvE. Just the meta is just going to shift in itself. All right, but yeah, there's also Fauna. Fauna is a really big favorite of mine. I enjoyed using her because she's a really good blue unit, but we are already stacked with so many blue units. And don't worry, these units will come on every banner later on. So Fauna, Licht, Raya, and Beto, they are all going to be on other banners coming. All right, so you don't have to specifically summon on their banner. Okay, I just want to make sure I tell you guys that. But they are so good early on if you want to grind those blue stages. Licht and Raya, they're gonna make a huge impact. Okay, so I'm gonna jump onto Pridewinds website, which is where we get the database of the Black Clover units. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on. All right, let's just move that. So first unit that we're gonna look at is Licht. I'm gonna do a quick rundown on these units. All right, so Licht is the attacker. All right, yeah, the man is very strong. He's a strong unit. All right, the first attack is a single target, but it does a hefty amount of damage. All right, it's a strong attack, and the thing with this character is you can work on both of his skills. Get those skills all the way maxed out if you want for heavy damage. And then on top of that, trust me, any blue units that's gonna come in this man's way, he's gonna be annihilating, because he has another attack that unfortunately is single attack, but it's also a very strong attack. So all the attacks that this man has is actually really good. So the first one throws a spiked light sword at an enemy, dealing damage. Attacks are granting increased crit rate level 3. Skill attack is +5, and magic attack is +5 every time you use it. Well, every level it is. Okay, so for each level that it is, it'll get an additional 20. Okay, and then the buff that he will get increases crit rate by 22%. So that's really good. So you know what to do. You're gonna need to build this man off of crit. All right. So the next thing that you have is Light Whip of Judgment. Basically swinging a whip of light at an enemy, dealing damage. Attacks after granting increased crit rate level 2, which is an increase of 18%. And then attacks after granting defense penetration level 2, which is ignoring 20% of the target's defense. All right, so that in itself is really good. And then all these stacked, you get an additional 40%. Okay, he is a really strong character. And then his ultimate is AoE, which is he swallows all enemies in an enormous ray of light, dealing damage to all enemies. And he attacks after granting increased crit rate level 3, which is that 22%. And you know, stack them up, boom. Dude, this man is a really disgusting attacker. All right, he hits stupid hard, and his combination attack with Raya is just insane as well. So we can look at this one, you know, the combined attack. He attacks after granting 30% increased damage dealt if an enemy taking continuous damage. And the buff you get is increased damage increases damage done. But we're looking at the united attack. Now this, if you got Raya and Licht together, bro, Licht and Raya summons countless swords made of light and deals damage to all enemies. Attacks are after granting the partnered mage defense penetration level 2, which is ignoring 20% damage to the target. So he's gonna be giving Raya that defense penetration level 2. Okay, now we're gonna look a little bit at Raya. All right, oh, and his passive is really good too. When HP is below 30%, he grants immortality for 1 turn, meaning that if his HP is below 30%, this man's not dying. You can't kill him for 1 turn. He's not dying. He is not dying. And this is his stats. You're gonna want to work him on magic attack, so you'll want to use those gears that is main stat magic attack. And then you want to get like crit rate percentage on as a substat, and crit damage. That'll be like your rolls for your gears. All right, and that'll be like a really good like attacking unit right there. And then Raya is also an attacker, but he's a physical attacker. All right, so if you look at his stats down below, he's a physical attacker. He's basically Yami but green. All right, he literally has Yami's attacks. And I'm talking about red Yami. All right, so if you want to look at this really quick, we got copy dark magic continuous slash, which is Yami's attack. Continuously performs a dark slash, dealing damage to all enemies. All right, if Self has a buff, he performs an extra attack, dealing damage equal to 30% of Self's attack and magic attack to an enemy. So if he has a buff on himself, he's gonna hit again. He's gonna hit again. That's on skill 1. That's on his first skill. Okay, the second skill, he slashes an enemy with a blade enhanced with dark magic, dealing damage. This is a single target attack though. He copies 2 of the enemy's buff, by the way. Okay, he's gonna copy the enemy's buff. So if you're gonna use this second skill on a unit that has an enemy unit that has buffs on them, this man's gonna take those 2 buffs and add it to himself, and then he's gonna attack. All right, so this man's second skill is, although it's a single attack, it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit hard, and then this one has an extra attack, and it's AoE, bro. This is a very good duo, and trust me, when this unit's banner, these units came out, they were running PvP for a good while on JP and KR, okay? We were struggling against these units, okay? So yeah, global, you guys got it good because you don't gotta worry too long because season 2's units are gonna be coming anytime, like right afterwards, okay? And that season 2 Noelle, she's gonna come and clean up. That's all I'm gonna say because she's a red type and these are 2 green types and they're gonna be running PvP. All right, and you guys can already understand how they're so good in PvE as well because they're combined AoE nuke, and then Raya has an AoE attack. Licht has 2 hard-hitting single target attacks. Like this man, this duo is really good against blue stages. Okay, now his dark cloaked lightless slash is his special attack. If 2 or more active buffs are present, he performs an extra attack on an enemy, dealing 70% of attack and magic attack as extra damage. So, you read that? He's an single target nuke, right? And if that nuke is going to a unit that has buffs, oh no, if 2 or more buffs are present. So, speaking of which, if you use this attack on a unit, an enemy unit that has 2 buffs, and then you use your ultimate next turn, bro, if you have that, if you still got those buffs, you're gonna perform an extra attack, dealing an extra 70%. Bruh, it's disgusting. Dealing 70% of attack and magic attack. Attacks are granting 15% increased damage dealt for each active buff present. And then we're just gonna look at the united attack. It's basically the same thing again. Licht and Raya summons countless swords, attacks after copying 1 buff of the partner's mage. So if Licht has a buff, he's gonna take that buff, and then on top of that, Licht is already giving Raya another buff, which is ignoring 20% of target's defense. Oh, dude, it's over. This is the whatever week, 1 week, 2 week that this team's gonna be around on PvP. You better be ready because you better have red units to counter this. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, Licht and Raya, for Raya's passive, he grants 2.5 increased attack when buff expires. So even when his buff is gone, he's still gonna grant himself increase in attack. Right, dude. You guys can see this is a nasty duo. These 2 are gonna run amok. They are going to run amok. I would do, I don't know, man. If I'm convincing anyone to summon, do so. But if you don't have the currency and if you're free to play, I would not summon on them. I would wait for the seasonal units because seasonal units, the second season unit is definitely gonna come and she's gonna run amok. She's gonna clean up shop. She's gonna annihilate. She's gonna be the disgusting tank nuke that you can ask for. Okay, but if you are considering to summon on Licht and Raya, I recommend trying to get 1 copy of both of them. Multiple copies is very, very good. All right. But just knowing that their combination nuke, AoE nuke, combined attack, ultimate, disgusting. It's disgusting. They're both an A rank, but Raya is sitting at S+ for PvE. But both of them together, I would say they're both S together. Okay. But yeah, on PvP now, obviously it's an A and a B, but early on, it's a threat. It's a threat. All right. So will I be summoning? I most likely will summon, but I won't really go for the full banner. I don't think I'll do full 200 summons. I might summon just to, you know, test the water and play with my luck. And then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to be summoning. And again, make sure you guys are doing the event thing and just use my code if you can help me out. And also drop your codes in the comments below and I'll help you guys out as well and help each other. Okay, reply to each other's comments with your codes. All right, with all that being said, Licht and Raya, I can't wait for this banner. We'll see what happens. If you guys want to see a summon collab with somebody, let me know. Also, yeah, just show your support, drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.